What is good, YouTube? It's the Last Fighter here, bringing you guys my first episode of my war series, my war recap series. And in this series, I'm going to be showing off some of our war attacks. In particular, my attacks on both my accounts, my how-tos, and just how we do in war. And as I described earlier, I believe in my first episode, we at times have been a very inconsistent war clan, as many as 7 straight losses of just getting beat down or close defeats. And we're now really starting to pick it up. I've kind of looked very hard for a top, 10, group that can really get it done for me. And as you can see in this attack, we're going up against Glamu. This is number 8 versus number 8. This is my second account, Max Channel 7. Mass dragging it up against their number 8 from Glamu. And as you can see, I dropped that heal spell pretty much right away because I knew that there was going to be wizards in the clan castle, and I know that wizards can do a lot of damage to dragons when they come out of the clan castle. So I just deployed that heal and deployed the rage relatively soon, and then the clan castle came after that. And then as you can see, I actually used the clan castle to bait in the dragons because many times the dragons will get distracted and try to go around the base instead of going in, which, as you can see, they do go a little bit far off. But at this point, not really much of an issue. The dragons are just going to continue to destroy this base with no need. The Barb King's doing his thing down there. We have almost all our dragons up and a couple loons, max loons in the clan castle. And when I do mass drag, I do recommend getting max loons because max loons can be the difference maker as far as taking out that final air defense or that final defense that is crucial to you getting a 3-star. And, they're just great. They also can be used as tanks depending on how you want to use them. But anyways, this was just a very quick, easy, I believe this attack was only 1 minute and 30 seconds. Quick beatdown of our number 8, me, versus their number 8. And yep, that's just going to wrap it up. Easy 3-star for the clan to start out the war. And let's just jump right into this attack. This was against their number 6, which was either a new to Town Hall 8 player or a very rushed Town Hall 8. And I actually, with this, I only used 1 dragon. Instead of wasting a heal spell and dropping them all at once, I decided that I was only going to use 1 dragon to kill the clan castle. That clan castle was just sitting at the corner down there, so I figured why not. And then I dropped a dragon. I wanted to kind of clear as many of the outer buildings as possible. And then I deployed all my dragons on the side. I've noticed that actually in a lot of cases, the side can be better than the bottom because a lot of these bases are designed to distract dragons with all the outer buildings. So as you can see, the dragons are doing a fine job. A couple of them did spread apart. But I mean, this guy's base really was not very solid. It was a Town Hall 8 against Town Hall 7, number 8 versus number 6. So technically I didn't have the advantage in this attack. But I mean, my dragons did end up, I had a huge amount of dragons going in the middle, and luckily for me, because I didn't have to use that heal spell, I could just use it now, and in the middle when they're taking heavy damage, and a lot of them re-heal, we take out the first air defense, and that second air defense goes down with the dragons under rage, and then they're going to take out that mortar, and I believe that wizard tower, and then the loons are doing exactly what I say, which is so important with the loons, which is taking out the air defense if you need them. And in that case, it was huge the loons took out that air defense, because that air defense maybe could have killed a lot of dragons and contested for a 3-star. But as you can see, yet again, a lot of dragons left. This is just a textbook mass dragon. Just trying to get the dragons to focus on the middle is the number 1 most important thing you can possibly do when you're mass dragging, is getting the dragons to go for the core. If they go to the outside, you're going to very likely get the 3-star. Very unlikely that you'll get the 3-star. So as you can see, this replay is just about over. We've got the Barb King left. We got most of the dragons and a couple loons, just like last time, that are just floating around. I'm just going to fast forward this one up. Again, another easy 3-star. So in this war, I actually got 6 stars on my second account. So another great attack for the war. And let's just check out the attacks on my main. As usual, we normally do our number versus their number, and this was one of my first ever Lavalunian attacks. This has become a very popular strategy at 1009, a strategy that in a lot of cases, if you execute it right, it's a very hard strategy to execute correctly because there's so many steps involved. the clan castle must be baited. In most cases, the archer queen must be taken out, and I probably could have 3-starred this base, but I forgot that the archer queen must be taken out. And I could use my wall breakers and busted through and use my king and queen to take her out, but again, I forgot, and that ended up costing me in this attack. So, easy money, drop the loon over the clan castle, because the loon most likely won't kill it with him dropping his bomb, but he will die when he dies and falls on the clan castle. It'll almost always get taken out. So just your average lava loon, rage spell over the lavas as they go in, the loon's behind, because obviously the lava hound's job is to tank for the loons, and the loons are going to do an okay job. They're going to get the job done. They're going to spread out. We still got a lava hound left and plenty of loons behind. The lava hound's about to go down and become a lava puff. We drop that heal spell because I see the 2 wizard towers near each other, and that concerns me as far as possibly losing my loons because wizard towers do a lot of damage to loons. And at this point, it looks like a 3-star, right? I mean, we've only got 1 air defense left. I rage a perfect rage. I'm hoping all my loons will go for that stinking air defense, that 1 air defense rating. But look at that archer queen. That archer queen literally takes out half my loons, and that's the difference in that attack. If I had taken out the archer queen earlier with my barb king and my archer queen, this would be a 3-star because those loons wouldn't have been taken out so quickly. They would be able to take out that Tesla, that Expo, and that air defense, and we'd be looking at a 3-star. But at this point, we're fine. 70%. We're not going to get the 3-star. The king's taking some serious damage by the Expo and the Tesla, but at this point, I know I wasn't going to win. I raged the king anyways. Have a couple of lava puffs and some minions flying around, but at this point, it's a lost cause, and the queen is going to go down soon, or not the queen, the bargain is going to go down soon, and then we just have a few minions floating around here, and they're just going to clean up a couple more buildings before ending up being taken out by the archer queen. So not a great attack. I would say, again, it got the job done. I got what I needed to get, but not what I wanted to get. I felt like if that archer queen had gone down, that would have been a 3-star. But again, Lava Loon is probably the hardest attack in the game to execute correctly, because you have to remember to take out the archer queen, to take out as many air defenses on the outside as you can, and to bait the clan castle, and to take out the clan castle. There's so many steps involved in perfectly executing a Lava Loonian. It is a guaranteed 3-star if you execute it right, but it's very hard to execute right. And as you can see, I executed it pretty much 90% right, except for that stinking archer queen. And then this was my final attack. This was 3v2, so I attacked up because it was the best guy to attack. And this is a little bit of a different attack. I was watching a live stream of Twitch. His name is Austin, I believe. And he showed me, he's in a clan called OneHive, which is probably one of the best. I don't know if any of you guys know OneHive, but it's probably one of the best warring clans in the game. They have 176 war wins, I believe, now. And I learned this attack by their clan. I wasn't in the clan to see it, but I watched it on a live stream. And the idea is that the golems, you'll try to get as many perimeter air defenses out as possible. So it's not just a straight up lava loon. You train a couple golems, some wizards, and then your king and queen, and you're going to deploy those. You're going to try to get, the clan castle, the archer queen, and the air defense, or as many air defenses as you can get. And as you can see, I did get the air defense, the archer queen, and the clan castle. So yes, these air defenses are very high level. That concerned me. There were very high level air defenses. But let's just see it. Just textbook, dropping the rage on the lava hound. Unfortunately, there was a sneaking air mine, which took out my lava very quickly. And then another lava is about to go down that's tanking. So at this point, my tanks are gone. My tanks have become puffs now, which is unfortunate at this point because now the loons don't have much of a tank. And that air defense, if that air defense right there had gone down, we'd be looking at a much different scenario. It did go down, but not after taking out a lot of my balloons. So the balloons are going to run around the base. At this point, we already have the guaranteed 1-star, but we have a couple lava puffs, but that level 3 Expo is tearing them to pieces. All my loons are gone, and at this point, I have 2 minions left. I decided, hey, why don't I just take some elixir and then surrender? So they're gonna run around a little bit, and they're gonna be able to get, one more elixir collector, and then at that point, the raid will be over. Again, um, I am very new to this strategy. It actually is very hard to execute, as I've said. It's a very hard attack to execute. But now here's the question: I get for my clan, I get a total of 9 stars between both my attacks. And was it enough to get the victory? Well, in this case, it was. The last fight got the victory 24-6. It was a great victory. I'm really proud of my guys. We 3-starred who we needed to, and then we had a little bit of trouble at 1, 2, and 3, but we got the victory. And I thought we did some really good attacking. And as you can see on our side, we did take some. In fact, we didn't take any heavy losses. I don't really know what this clan was doing. They had some really quirky, odd army compositions. They didn't really attack either, so you have to give them that. You know, we didn't get 3-starred once, but then again, it wasn't your typical mass drag at Channel 7s, go wipe and loon the Channel 8 and 9s. It was like these weird giant healer strategies I haven't even ever seen before. So anyways, that is I hope, gonna be the beginning of a very positive war start for our clan. We actually did win a clan against 8 Battalion. We did win a war against 8 Battalion PL, 24-19, and then we did lose this one. This one, I actually decided, I told the clan, back off. We got an unfair matchup. There was 5 Talon 9s on their side. We only had 4. It wasn't fair. So, yeah, you know, we're starting, I believe, to kind of get to that next level in our clan and try to get as many war victories as possible because we are a talented war clan. We have gotten a lot of crappy draws. I have been surprised sometimes at the selection making. I know it's also a little bit of a component of attacking in weaker town halls, so I've learned to try to limit any rush bases in my wars because rush bases just guarantee you a harder matchup. So yep, anyways, that's going to do it for this video, guys. This is my first episode of my war recap series. I hope you all enjoyed it. Please leave a like or leave a comment down in the comment section below if you enjoyed it or if you want to see more or what kind of attacks you want to see. And yep, peace.